Welcome back to Grow Joyfully. It's been a few days since I made any content because I was able to go up to my home in the mountains. Unfortunately, since my mom passed, we're not able to go in the house because the house has been given to my younger sister. So my older sister has a travel trailer up there, and she's got power to it and water, and it's set up really nicely and just very comfortable. So I'm very grateful for that. We go up there and we just watch old movies, work around outside, hang out with two of our brothers, and just kind of work on the whole healing process from losing our mom a year ago. So I am back. Our son, daughter-in-law, and little grandson that live with us have been gone for a week, and you can tell because things don't look so good with them gone. They've been really working hard on this place, and boy, do we appreciate them. So this is my first time going back over things since I got back home, which is too tired the other night. So I wanted to be able to share a few things with you and how things have changed. Things do need weeded and weed-eated, but maybe you'll just put up with my imperfections and we'll just take a look at the gardens together. Look at these beautiful snapdragons. This is the color that I mostly want to prevail here in this round garden. I want this to be my cottage garden. So I want to plant things in here that are probably on the lighter side of the scale. Light pink, light blue, light purple, white, light yellow. It doesn't always work out, but that is the idea. Like this wild rose is nothing on the color scheme, but here it is, and I'm going to love it and keep it here. Here are some snapdragons that are perfectly in balance with the color scheme, and I'm going to pull that weed. It's so easy to be overwhelmed, but that stands to reason. Oh, look at the butterfly. Did you see that? That was so nice. It was a swallow-tailed butterfly. It's easy to be overwhelmed, and it stands to reason because of all the garden beds and gardens and flower beds and everything that we have growing things. So I need to be nicer to myself and just deal with what we have. I really love these double daisies. They look so fluffy and so elegant. Well, this bed's coming on with beautiful flowers and, as you'll note, weeds. So maybe I will count this as my disaster story for this week. There's the catmint. The GM is almost finished. We've had some beautiful delphinium that we never even got staked up, which makes me sad. These are penstemon. I have no idea what that thing is, but it does not look happy, even though we've been watering it. More catmint that has been attracting so many bees, so many pollinators. It's wonderful. And the lovely, lovely dark day lilies. Aren't they pretty? This rose needs to be deadheaded, but it's hanging in there. And this is going to be a surprise. It's got to be some sort of Rudbeckia, Black-Eyed Susan or something like that. That's going to be fun. I've tried to keep everything watered because I replanted this. The radishes look good and the watermelon are doing okay, but not many other things are coming up, even though I have planted it again. With our son's dog here, has been keeping the cats out of the garden beds, and she's gone with them, so the cats are back in my garden beds, sadly. On an earlier video, I showed you that I planted 5 determinate tomatoes here, and I planted cantaloupe and watermelon and pumpkins, all their little tags have fallen down. But we're trying to keep it watered. It's only been, I don't know, maybe a week and a half, so they're not up yet. I hope something comes up. Fingers crossed. I know it's been a strange gardening year for a lot of people, especially Michelle or Gypsy from the edge of Appalachia. She's just had a really tough spring. This garden is wildly overgrown. The grass is overgrown. The beds are perking up. I really need to water, and I need to get the garlic out. It's done. It's telling me it's done. Oh wow, look. I love these little surprises for me when I come home. Things that have just blossomed, and that's a black-eyed Susan type thing, or a brown-eyed Susan. And here's the coriander seeds forming. That's going to be cool. There's also a little coreopsis over there. There is an automatic sprinkler on here, but it doesn't always cooperate. Everything looks very dry. So the first thing I'm going to do is water everything. This bed is filling out some. Oh, and there's 5 or more Thorburns terracotta tomatoes setting. That's awesome. And the dragon tongue beans look good over there. There's a volunteer tomato down there. I know it's going to do very, very well. This bed's going crazy too. I've got to get these cucumbers tied up. I had to go to a meeting really early this morning, so I didn't even get to come out here and do my thing, do my rounds, and take a look at things. So this is the first time I'm getting out here, and it's about noon. Here's some of the things that I planted coming up. Little Chinese cabbages. There's the oregano. And my poor green stalk planter. Oh my, it's so sad. The nasturtiums are growing. I hope they're really beautiful this year. Coriander forming. More nasturtiums, carrots, and of course the ground cherries that are going absolutely crazy. There's a sign of perhaps some of the Swiss chard in there. We'll have to see. I have a lot of work ahead of me. I always have a lot of work, but this is even more. Does not pay to go away, does it? This cabbage is very happy in this pot, and it's coming along beautifully. And we have some carrots starting there. What is this? Okay, that's water. I was thinking it was aphids or something nefarious like that, but it's just water, so we're good. We're good, we're happy. The marshmallow root is in bloom. It's quite a lovely plant, but you want to grow it in a pot or it will spread. Our poor black caps or black raspberries sure have struggled this year. They usually cover this fence from here down, but there's only a few right here. This whole spot here is bare, and then we get some here, so these need to be picked immediately. I won't have that many this year, but I will certainly enjoy what we have. This is the first time I've been in my beautiful greenhouse since Monday, and this is Thursday. So I'm excited to be home to all my poor bedraggled plants. I love sitting in here. I enjoy all these plants. Like I said, I'll be sitting in here years from now, just me and my plants with cobwebs hanging all over us, trying to figure out the purpose of the plants and the purpose of life, right? Oh, look at this. This is a happy surprise. My habanada peppers. I've got 4 of them in there that are happy. I need to move them to a sunnier place to sit, but not in full sun yet, so they don't die. Getting all these things watered, looking at my plants, checking in with everybody. I just tied up the German butterball potatoes. They have not bloomed yet, so I don't even begin to assume that they're finished. They are flopping over, but just because they're so tall and they're in a pot. So I'm going to wait longer for them. I need to finish up the spinach here. It took me a long time to take care of the spinach that I picked from this half of the bed. I'm drying it, putting it away for food powder. So I don't know if I'll get to that in time. I'm going to try. But I'd like to plant something else there, as well as where the sad, dilapidated garlic is. I've got to get it harvested. What are you growing in your gardens right now? Please let me know down in the description box. I'm out here in the main garden checking on the tomatoes, trying to water the new ones. I'm watering them a lot, but I think they need a lot of water to get established. Once they get more established, then what they need is a very, very deep water once a week or twice a week. You can watch the foliage on the plant to see if it's getting all limp and unhappy. I know they prefer a deeper watering less often. So these look like they are settling in, and we've got a lot of blossoms. I haven't seen any fruit yet. This is a very large blossom, and it could be a fasciated blossom, which means several blossoms have merged together. Now I can decide to pull that so that the energy can go to this blossom and this blossom, or I can go ahead and try to grow that. See if I get one of my 2-pound tomatoes, or just what kind of interesting tomato I will get. But with fasciated blossoms, you get what they call cat facing. Then some of the tomato will mature sooner than the other and start to go bad before the other part, which is still green, even matures. So you have to make a decision. Take off the fascinating fasciated blossom, or let it grow and see what you get. Oh, this is great. Here's a couple of tomatoes right here. I haven't finished putting the black weed fabric down since I fell, and then I went up to my home in the mountains. So I still have a lot to do right here. But it's not going to happen today because it's very hot out here. This is the Thorburns terracotta. I thought so, because it bears early. It's kind of fun to plant tomatoes that are ready to harvest at different times. Some are as early as the 42-day tomato, and then it goes clear on up to at least 90 or 100 days. So that's a long time. So I'm excited to see that there's activity here. This poor row is the first one that I planted, and I have not finished the weed fabric, as I mentioned before. There's a lot to do. So I'm getting lots of blossoms. I don't see any fruit being set yet. So it's all going to come down to the type of tomato and how long it takes for it to mature. My husband's working hard to reclaim all this area here. You wouldn't believe it, but it was a beautiful pumpkin, watermelon, cantaloupe patch last year, and he had all the weeds out. But of course it doesn't matter. In as little as 2 weeks, your ground can be covered again with weeds. So slow and steady wins the race, and we will just try to keep it on. I planted the watermelon here. Oh, I see a little bit coming up right there in those two. And planted watermelon and cantaloupe over there. Right now I'm trying to keep it watered, especially while it's trying to germinate. It does look like we're going to have a good raspberry crop this year, because we only had 2 main ones right there that my husband bought at the store, and they have gone insane. And they're doing a run out this way, out to the east. So it's going to be interesting to see how we figure out a way to kind of tame them, get paths put in, and which direction to just let them run naturally, because those are all free plants. Thanks for coming around my main garden with me and seeing how things are. A few things were a bit of a surprise, mostly good. I hope you have a lovely day, and thanks for stopping by, and we will see you on the next video.